Yeah. You got to have, your hips are from your waistline to the end of your buttocks. And you have to use that position to crowd your person on the mat.
And the position of your knees when you're throwing your moves is very important too.
Yes.
One ahead of the other, and your weight shifting.
You can't cross your feet. If you cross your feet, your opponent could take a fireman's or ankle pick, say, and you'll get taken down. And you could possibly get put on your back in those moves. And those are dangerous moves. So you got to watch yourself and have your square stance at all times. And Peter Sullivan is looking for Peterson here. He's hooking Gerald McCoy's leg and he's scooting out. He's looking for Peterson. Gerald's got to watch himself. Yes, it's a big move. It's a 5-4 move and possibly pin.
Jesse Lee, the heavyweight for Glasgow, loves Peterson.
He does that. That's how he pinned June, the cathedral wrestler.
June Anderson.
June Anderson, yes.
Looks like Jerry's too smart for the Peterson.
Yes.
All right, that was a nice reversal.
Yes, 2 reversal.
2 points for reversal for Glasgow's Peter Sullivan. That makes his score 4-0. He's leading Jerry McCoy here from Putnam. Okay, Jerry tries to sit out.
He's trying to sit out roll. But see, Peter's so smart. He hooks the leg like, you see the leg is hooked? He's going to come across with a crossface possibly.
Or could work a grapevine maybe?
Yeah, that's a grapevine. The hook is a grapevine.
Okay, and then if he grabs his far arm, pulls it back,
yeah, and put it behind his neck, and it's a guillotine, yeah.
I saw a nice guillotine last time we televised the Glasgow Cathedral match.
Was it
Gary Lemoyne threw a nice guillotine on Matt Campaneri. Looks like Jerry's injured.
Jerry? I think he probably has a cramp in the shoulder.
All those muscles got in the way there.
He gets cramps a lot because he's so big.
Okay, there's a shot of Dan McLaughlin discussing the match with Peter Sullivan. Dan's giving Peter his advice. Jerry's got a cramp in his arm, it looks like, or his neck.
Yeah, shoulder, possibly in his shoulder. Saying he's working it out now.
There's a shot of Jerry McCoy from Putnam. Guy is awesome. He's incredibly strong. He's only 128 pounds. He looks like an Olympic weightlifter.
He says he's going to get into weightlifting after he graduates. I asked him personally.
Might probably be an Olympic hopeful in weightlifting with his height and strength. Okay, here's a shot of Peter Sullivan and Jerry McCoy. The referee today is Paul Schmutz. Paul Schmutz is the next Glasgow coach. The fans might get on him for being a little partisan, maybe.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully, he's roughing a great match right now, though.
Yes, he is. He's doing a very good job at it. Gerald has to have hand control here and escape. He has to stand up. He cannot get his legs locked up. He cannot let Peter Sullivan lock his legs up.
What if the kids are nervous about being on TV?
No, it's not that. Believe me, it's not that. They have been thinking about this match all year, all season, and they won't let nothing like that get in their way.
The key to being on TV is you don't want to be able to read what's up on the ceiling. That's probably the time you look the worst on TV is when you're got your back on the mat and you're reading the ceiling.
We call that counting the lights. See, that's when your opponent puts you on your back and you're looking up at the lights, and that's a no-no.
I've been following Foster for a little bit, some of their matches, and I found opponents. It's very hard for an opponent to even get a point on Peter Sullivan. Oh, he usually shuts him out if he doesn't hit him.
Peter tries very hard not to give up anything. As you can see right now, he's shutting Gerald out. His arms are so long, if Gerald tries to switch or something of the sort, he'll either hip over with his legs or tighten up the tight waist with his arms. And Gerald probably wouldn't get away with his move.
Right. Peter's going to have to try to apply the pressure here and be more aggressive. I know Dan McLaughlin would love to get a 4-point decision here instead of a 3-point.
That's what he's looking for. But Gerald's a very tough wrestler. And I'm pretty sure his coach told him not to give up more than 3 points. Because A point can cost you the match, as it was last week against Cathedral. Putnam beat Cathedral by 1 point.
This is gonna be a very low-scoring match.
Yes, it is.
Because it's gonna be very few pins. Normally, most of the matches you'll get 5 or 6, 7 pins.
Yeah.
We haven't had any so far.
In Western Mass, Tech, Cathedral, Putnam, and Glasgow, you'll never have a high-scoring match against each other. Never. It's always a tough match because it's always a rivalry between all 5 schools there, 4 schools.
All the powers in Western Mass are right here in Springfield.
Right here on State Street.
Right here on State Street.
3 of them are on State Street, and the one's in East
Surrey Road.
Surrey Road, yeah.
That's Cathedral High School. The 4 top teams in Western Mass in Division I are right here in Springfield. And it wasn't like that all the time. When I wrestled 10, 11 years ago, Westfield, Granby were some of the powers, but that isn't so anymore.
It's not anymore. Westfield and Granby had say, there's 12, 13 guys on the team. They had 10 guys in the finals in the Western Mass tournament.
All right, Peter Sullivan just won that match 4-0. That'll add 3 points to the team score for Classical.
Okay, we'll be right back in just a moment, folks.
Come on now.
Okay, this is the first period. Hi, welcome back. My name's Joe Abel, and if you just tuned in, we're here at Putnam High School. Classical versus Putnam, varsity wrestling. This is for the championship. Both teams are 9-0. The winner of this match should stay undefeated for the whole year, probably.
Yes.
Team score right now is Classical has 10 points, Putnam has 8 points. This is the 134-pound match. Joe Barrett for Classical, and the Putnam wrestler again is Mr. Hill.
Yeah. Harry Hill from Putnam. I should flip these, huh?
Okay.
Harry is initiating a switch here, and he almost has it, and he has a 2 reversal on a switch, ladies and gentlemen. And he's riding very hard. He was very determined in practice yesterday to win the wrestle off between him and Steven Cervantes. I think he's going to work hard today. If he does, he'll pull this match off.
Okay, 34 seconds left, first period. And right now, Classical has 10 points in the team match, and Putnam has 8 points.
Joe is sitting out and rolling. He's sitting out and rolling hard.
There's a team match. Classical has 10 points, and Putnam has 8 points.
Harry Hill should take... I think Joe's going to get the reversal here. And he does. He has 2 reversal. He has 2 reversal.
Harry's actual weight is, before the match was 136, so he probably had to lose a couple pounds. I never had any weight problems in high school. I don't know if you did, but...
Well, if it was in somebody else's case, it would have been a weight problem, because I came from 160 to 147, and most people cannot do something like that. But I was well disciplined, and I knew what I was doing. I didn't go crazy with it or nothing like that. I just took my time, relaxed, concentrated on everything, kept my head, and everything worked out for me for 4 years. I was wrestling in high school.
Okay, this is the start of the second period here. 2 minutes left. Joe Barrett from Classical is on top. He's got a 4-2 lead. And there's a shot of the fans here. This place is packed. There's no place to sit down. It's a very exciting match. Harry D. Hill was the Putnam wrestler was thrown at the last minute. He had to wrestle off to take Wilfredo's place, because Wilfredo Cortez normally wrestles at 134 pounds, but he was hurt today. Harry's a junior, and so far this year he's 2-0, and his career record is 10-8-3. 10 wins, 8 losses, got 3 pins, and he placed 7th last year in the Western Mass tournament. He also wrestled in junior high school at Kiley, and Classical's assistant coach is a science teacher. Kevin Brock's a science teacher at Kylie. Harry wants to be a Western Mass champ before he graduates. I'm sure it's the dream of all wrestlers.
Yes, it is. It's a big dream of all the wrestlers because they all want it. And I think he will. The one that works the hardest gets it. Yes, the one that works the hardest usually gets it. Well, I wouldn't put it that way, okay? Because Tony Rivera, our 187-pounder last year, he won Western Mass twice. He didn't win it his sophomore year, and he's the hardest worker I ever seen. He lost in the semifinals to Whitley from Tech, and he had picked everybody during the dual meet during the season, and he lost in the Western Mass championship tournament. And he works hard, and it can happen to anybody, you know. It can happen to anyone.
Okay, Joe Barrett staying in good control here at the 134-pound match. Classical could really use the win here to make it interesting because Putnam's tough wrestlers are coming up now.
Yes.
The strength of Putnam's wrestlers are middleweights, 140, 147, 157, and on throughout.
Harry needs a takedown here to put him ahead.
Joe Barrett's only a sophomore, but he's a very experienced wrestler.
Yes,
he likes to throw takedowns.
Fireman carries to be exact, and he just threw one, and he took it to a double leg. Harry Hill, he's slipping a little bit. Joe is really telegraphing his firemen, but Harry, he's not that experienced to know how to block it. And Joe is getting in there every time.
There's a shot of Paul Schmutz, the referee, and Joe Barrett, the 134-pound wrestler for Classical. This is probably the first match that Joe Barrett's wrestled at 134. He's normally wrestles at 140. Classical doesn't really have a 134, 140, 147. They juggle their men around because all the guys weigh about 130 pounds, and they wrestle all the way up to 147 pounds.
Our regular 100-pound starter, Cortez, he's not a 34-pounder. He weighs like 30, 29 during practice, and he gets on the scale and makes it like it's nothing. And that's an advantage for the other person. You know, every pound is for you is good. Every pound against you is bad, so to speak. And if it's against you, when your man puts his weight on you when he's riding you, it'll be harder for you to get away. And that, you just have to work harder when you're lighter. And you don't have to work as hard, but work as hard as your other opponent when you're heavier than he is. So, you know.
Bet you didn't think this would be that much talking, but when we're done, we're going to be exhausted.
I believe you.
Especially because it's such an exciting match, and the crowd will get more excited later on. But
yeah,
I know this house is gonna rock down here.
Yeah, the final matches should tell the outcome of the meet, and everybody's gonna be up out of their seats, cheering, jumping, hugging. It's gonna be exciting.
A lot of the people here that come out to watch are family members as well as classmates.
Family members of the wrestlers.
I'm sure Samantha Hill, Harry's mother's here today.
Harry's mother, yes.
Okay, there's 1 minute and 16 seconds left here in the third period. The score is Joe Barrett has 5 points for Classical via an escape. And
if Harry can get a takedown here, he will tie the match, and it will be 2-2 on the team score.
Joe's going to watch for the takedown. He might even throw a couple himself.
Yeah.
Harry
cannot give up the takedown here because he will be too deep in the hole. He has to fight this.
Oh, he's thrown a half. No pin so far, but this would be a big win if Joe Barrett can pull this out. Okay, close to his back. Oh, he gets back. He gets back. Joe's going to keep working it, though. He's 26 seconds left.
He's got 3 points for that.
He's probably going to... He's trying to leave himself open to the half Nelson.
Yes, he's trying for a major decision here, but he's a point away from that. And that's what his coach needs right about now.
Okay, there's 10 seconds, 9 seconds, 8,
Harry cannot go on his
7,
back.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There it is. Okay, big win for Glasgow.
Yes,
10-3. But that'll only add 3 points to their team score because it's a 10-3 decision. Only 7 point
points
difference.
were given.
Needed 8-point difference to add 4 points.
Yes.
Okay, the 140-pound wrestler for Glasgow looks like it's going to be Sean Donovan, and he's wrestling Rodney Smith.
Rodney Smith from Putnam.
Rodney's awesome. He's undefeated.
He's awesome. He's undefeated. He also pinned all of his opponents.
Okay, this is going to be a tough matchup.
Yes. No, well, I don't know. If Rodney wrestles real good to his potential, his opponent shouldn't be nowhere close to him. Because Rodney's he's an experienced wrestler, and that's what he should go out there and just bang heads and just brawl.
I guess McLaughlin's going to move Walter Solzak. Is normally their Glasgow's 134-pound wrestler, but he's probably going to wrestle 147 pounds to offset the difference in ability. Okay, Rodney starts out quick.
Rodney takes a single leg
Sean
takedown.
stands up. Okay, two-point lead here for Putnam.
Rodney right now is working for a pin because he knows his team needs it. He has a chicken wing on the left side. He just took it out. He has a bar arm. He has the arm barred across his opponent's back. It slipped off. Now he has to spin and get behind. Well,
okay.
that was a roll
exciting.
through. That was a roll through. Nice. That's 2
Sean's
points.
hanging tough.
Yes, he's hanging tough.
Sean only weighs 129 pounds.
Yes, he does. He has to.
He's giving up a lot of weight here.
Yeah.
Sean normally wrestles at 147 pounds.
When
Here comes
Rodney
the crowd.
when Rodney puts him on his back, he has to tee off in an angle, okay, away from the classical opponent, or he'll roll him through. If he's parallel to his opponent will roll him through and probably put him on his back.
Okay, 32 seconds left in the first period. Rodney Smith for Putnam has a 4-2 lead here, 4-0 lead rather.
Yes.
I guess Walter Solzak for Glasgow will wrestle 147 pounds tonight. That should make Walter Solzak for Glasgow only weighs 134, but he's super strong. Okay, Sean's hanging tough here. Sean's used to wrestling 147-pound wrestlers, so Rodney should give Rodney a good match.
Yes, he should. Rodney was he's a Granby Christmas Tournament champion this year. And he's a hard worker, and I think he's going to show it in this match. He could get a possible pin here.
I'm sure Sean's mother's going to be watching this at home. It'll probably be on Sunday night.
Sunday night. Rodney's career record is 29-10.
Okay, here's the scoreboard. End of the first period. Rodney's got a 6-0 lead. Rodney Smith for Putnam. Okay, Glasgow's in the down position. Sean Donovan, the wrestler for Glasgow, and Rodney Smith's in the up position. There's the start of the second period.
Rodney backdrops him to the mat. Rodney has a chicken wing, bar arm chicken wing to say. Chicken wings are usually called bar arms.
If Rodney doesn't get a big pin here, this is going to make the score very interesting.
Very, very close. It's going to be very close down at the end.
It's only 13-8. No pins yet. Actually, the only pin, the only near pin we had was Felix's.
Yeah.
Rafer had a
head,
cradle and a head.
No, a head, and he hooked the far arm. It's head chancery to be exact. He did the head chancery from the standing position and turned Felix on his back. He popped him out and turned him on his back.
I mean, he had it locked up pretty good. Maybe
he had it real tight.
Maybe the ref won't call any pins here.
In the big meet, they try not to, but if it's there, they have to call it.
It's inevitable he will.
Yes. Like right now. Like right now, this should be close. Because Rodney is so strong.
Zoom. Yeah. Sean's close to his back.
He's got to squeeze. He's got to squeeze. Squeeze, Rodney. You have to squeeze. You have to get the spin.
Sean's to the one.
I believe he's pinned. Yes, he is pinned.
Oh, wow.
Rodney got the only pin of the day. Rodney Smith just got the only pin of the day. He's a very strong person. And that's what Coach Baraki was looking for, that pin. That was the key match. That was the key match.
That was a big pin for Putnam. That'll give Putnam a 1-point lead in the team score. Rodney Smith comes away with a pin. Sean gave up a lot of weight, and that was a tough match, but he did a good job to hang in there. Rodney
Yes,
is awesome.
Right, that's the word for it.
Okay, this is Walter Solzak for Glasgow. He's gonna be wrestling 134 pounds for Glasgow.
Modesto Nunes he will be wrestling.
Right. Okay. Modesto Nunes for Putnam will be the 147-pound wrestler. Walter Solzak normally wrestles at 134 pounds for Glasgow, but he's moving up 2 weight classes here. Modesto's going to come out tough.
Modesto is going to come out tough here. Mr. McLaughlin never saw Modesto wrestle before, and therefore he thought that this man could beat Modesto, but I don't think so. I really cannot say this man is going to beat Modesto, because Modesto was cocky the whole week, and he's coming out here and he's going to bang heads, because nobody knows him, and he's going to get some respect today.
So he's a real good kid, too. I talked to him yesterday, and he's nice as can be.
Yes. He's a very nice person.
They're both very strong, too. Walter weighs 134 pounds, but he's super strong.
Modesto weighs 140 pounds. He's not a 47-pounder, so therefore, he's only giving up a little bit.
I tell you what, I always wish I wrestled at a weight class where I could lose a few pounds before the match to make weight, but I was wrestling 157 pounds, and I only weighed 149, 50 pounds, so I know what it's like.
Yes, that's the bad point about it. I always had to cut weight, and I liked it, so I didn't let it bother me, because I didn't want to wrestle somebody bigger than I was, so I had to lose the weight, so I lost it. Modesto's riding very good here.
Modesto's doing a great job.
Yes.
Tying Walter up.
He's trying
Walter might try to hip over here.
He's trying a power half. He's pushing on the head and trying to half. He's got a 2-on-1 ride now.
He's being very aggressive.
Yes. When you're aggressive, you usually want the match.
That's a team score. Putnam is ahead by 1 point now, 14-13, via the pin by Rodney Smith at 140 pounds.
Okay, Walter Solzak in the royal blue tights and Modesto Nunez in the navy blue tights. Modesto's on top for Putnam, and Glasgow's in the down position.
He's riding it. Modesto is riding the ankles.
Okay, 16 seconds left in the first period here. Modesto Nunez for Putnam's got a 2-0 lead. Looks like Walter's got to be more aggressive. He looks like he's stalling.
Yes.
He's got to start throwing moves, because he knows a lot of moves.
He has to start moving from the bottom. He has to do sit-out rolls. He has to try to stand up with hand control, or else Modesto's just going to, pound on him like that.
Both teams are very strong in the upcoming weight classes.
Yes. It
Mike
could go
Goggin.
either way.
Mike Goggin wrestles 157 pounds for Glasgow. He's strong.
Robert Hill is. He's very. I wrestled him personally, and I know how strong he is, and he's very strong.
Okay, Don Strange, the 169-pound wrestler for Glasgow, is also very good. So we're going to have some good matchups coming up.
Yes.
And those will determine the winning score.
Yes.
Who wins here at Putnam High School. Okay, 2-0. Modesto Nunez tries to stack.
He tries to stack, and it didn't work. It's a possible escape for Glasgow. Just had an escape.
What a move.
That move was called a Syracuse. It's not the greatest move in the world, but you can escape by using it. It can also cost you.
Okay, Modesto Nunez took third in the Granby tournament at this weight class.
And he didn't even weigh that much.
He's got 3 wins, 2 losses this year, and
All of his wins have been by pins, so
Pins.
he's an aggressive wrestler.
Putnam's team is a pinning team. They're all aggressive, but when they lose to somebody that is good.
Mark Smith, the assistant coach, and Bill Brecky, the head coach for Putnam, they have a great practice. They practice
Monday.
staring at each other.
Yeah.
The Muhammad Ali stare and the Rocky stare.
Yeah, the Rocky stare.
I saw that the other day when I was downstairs in here at Putnam.
Monday night, they did that. Yeah, that was Monday night.
That was great.
Yeah, I like that.
That's important to intimidate your opponent as much as you can. I mean, if a guy comes out and he knows his moves and he's very strong, he's going to be a tough match. But if you can intimidate him at all,
He'll get nervous and he won't perform well.
Exactly. Okay, second period, 15 seconds left. Modesto Nunez has a 4-1 lead.
He's riding tough, he's riding hard, he's trying not to give up anything. He just gave up a reversal. At the wrong, you see, when it's this late in a period, never try to initiate a move that's going to cost you. You have to have control and keep control. That's why it's good to look at the clock once in a while, but not all the time.
For this place, there's 2 minutes left now. Beginning of the third period. 4-3 is the score here. Modesto Nunez from Putnam